Alright, so after properly using the Lumix S1II at weddings for maybe like the past 8 months now, I genuinely think Lumix have landed on something really special here. It feels like a camera that was actually built to be used professionally in fast-moving environments like weddings. And honestly, you can feel that straight away. The first thing that I need to talk about is the autofocus, because let's be honest, it's the thing that everyone wanted Lumix to finally nail. And from my experience so far, they really have. I've used this in dark receptions, fast-moving dance floors, backlit ceremonies, chaotic confetti exits, and it's just been noticeably reliable. But the biggest compliment that I think I can give it is that I've kind of just stopped thinking about autofocus altogether. I'm no longer constantly checking if it's drifting or second guessing whether it's going to hold on to a subject. It just works. And when you're filming weddings, that peace of mind is massive, trust me. Now, paired with the stabilization in this camera, handheld shooting feels incredible. And honestly, this is probably one of the biggest reasons I've been enjoying the S1II so much. There's been multiple moments during weddings where normally my first go-to would be to reach for the gimbal. But since using the S1II, I've honestly been able to ditch the gimbal for huge parts of the day and just rely on the E-Stabilization instead. Lumix, my back thanks you. The IBIS in this thing is ridiculously good. The footage will still feel smooth and cinematic, but without that overly floaty look that sometimes comes with gimbals. Also, one thing that I have noticed is not really any artifacts that pop up when you're using E-Stabilization like in some previous iterations. It still feels natural and grounded, which I personally really like for weddings. And for wedding filmmakers specifically, I think this changes a lot. Less setup, less gear to carry, we have already got enough, we don't need any more. Faster shooting, more freedom to react naturally throughout the day instead of constantly balancing a gimbal or switching setups, one thing I hated about my gimbal. And image quality is also just as stunning. Lumix color science has always looked beautiful to me, it's the reason why I've stayed with them. But there's something about the image from this camera that just feels really refined. Skin tones look natural, highlights roll off nicely, and overall the footage has this really clean but yet still organic feel to it. One thing I also really loved is having false colour built directly into the camera. This was something I wasn't actually sure if I was going to use, but it very quickly became assigned to the function button on the front of my camera. I use it every wedding shoot. Being able to quickly expose skin tones properly without second guessing zebras or the monitor just speed things up massively. Especially during things like maybe like an outdoor ceremony or fast moving portrait sessions where the light is constantly changing. It just works. Now, I've also been using the open gate modes quite a lot throughout the day. This camera can shoot up to 6K open gate at 25 frames a second. Now, open gate comes in really handy for sections of the day that I know that I'm going to want to use for social edits afterwards. Things like, say, couple portraits, confetti, champagne sprays, dance floor moments. I've been deliberately switching into open gate for those parts of the day because it just gives you so much more flexibility in post. Now, on the S1II, you can shoot the full sensor 6K 25p open gate. But what's really impressive is that you can also now do 5.1K 50p open gate as well. That's massive for wedding filmmakers. A lot of us still shoot 50 frames a second for the majority of the day. Now you can take advantage of open gate. That means that you're not just getting the flexibility of reframing vertically afterwards, but you also can do it while shooting at higher frame rates for slow motion content as well. And for me, that's become incredibly useful because instead of thinking, do I shoot this horizontally for the film or do I shoot it vertically for Instagram? I can basically do both from the same clip. So now when I'm filming moments that I know are going to probably end up in like reels or maybe like the teaser content later, I can shoot open gate and have loads of room to reframe afterwards without sacrificing quality. For wedding filmmakers, creating social edits alongside full films now, it's basically become the standard. So that feature is just such a powerful workflow. Dynamic range has also been seriously impressive. Weddings are basically like worst case scenarios for cameras. Bright skies, dark venues, white dresses, black suits, and the S1II handles those situations incredibly well. Low light performance has been excellent. I was very surprised based on the stats for this camera, how good the low light performance has been, but it has blown my expectations completely out of the water. Pair this camera with a fast lens and it genuinely holds up brilliantly during things like receptions and dance floors without the image turning into a noisy mess. But I think one of the most underrated things about this camera is just how confidence-inspiring it feels to use in a professional environment. Dual card slots, solid battery life, proper cooling, great monitoring tools, it feels dependable. Just to be clear, that is since the latest update has been installed in these cameras. Initially, there were some issues with thermal management, but they have all been resolved now, thanks to the update from Lumix. And when you're filming weddings where there are no second chances, reliability matters massively. And I can rely on the S1II. The usability side has improved a lot as well. The menus feel a bit quicker, the monitoring tools are fantastic, false color, big win. And overall, the camera just feels like Lumix have really listened to what video shooters actually want. Now, the question is this the perfect camera? Honestly, I'd say it's pretty damn close. Could some people still prefer the higher megapixel count of the S1R2 and take advantage of the pixel crop modes on there thanks to its 8K sensor? Yes, I use it on my S1R2, it's a game changer. But for people that are just shooting weddings and just want a really reliable camera, I think the S1II is really the sweet spot in the lineup. It's reliable, the autofocus is finally where it needs to be, the image looks beautiful, and most importantly, it gets out the way and lets you focus on the storytelling instead of fighting your camera. And for me personally, that's probably the biggest compliment that I can give any camera. If you want to get your hands on one of the Lumix cameras, you can use the Lumix loan scheme to loan the camera for up to 48 hours, no cost to you. Lumix will deliver and pick the camera up free, no cost. Now, once you've tried the cameras out, if you want to buy one of those cameras, make sure to use the code TWVP at the checkout for 10% off. If you want to check out the Lumix S1R2 review, which we've done, check the video here. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel where we share lots of different filmmaking tips, different gear reviews, and more importantly, make sure you listen to our podcast, which comes out every Thursday. I've been Danny from TWVP, and I will see you on the next one.